This isn't something I planned to share. Honestly, I thought I'd carry it to my grave. He was careful, each movement like it needed permission before it happened. I didn't answer with words, but by moving closer, by breathing out slow and steady. Before we dive in, take a moment to like and subscribe. It helps more than you know. I thought it would be a quiet evening, just the two of us, tucked away in the hills. Dinner, a fire, nothing unusual, but there was something different in the way he looked at me, holding my gaze longer than usual. He wasn't distracted or anxious. He was waiting for the right moment to say something. I wasn't sure if I wanted to hear it, until I did. He reached around me to adjust the fire. His hand brushed my sweater, a small gesture, but enough to make me pause. I turned, catching the soft smile on his face and the way his eyes held mine a beat too long. There was something different about him tonight. Present, focused, waiting for something I hadn't noticed yet. "You're quiet," I said, folding my arms. He shrugged, firelight flickering across his jaw. The cabin creaked softly. Snow pressed against the windows like a quiet barrier from the outside world. Just what we wanted, a weekend for us. No noise, no schedules. Or so I thought. He poured 2 glasses of wine, but didn't hand me mine right away. Instead, he crossed the room slowly, eyes never leaving mine. When he stood close, he tucked a loose strand of hair behind my ear. "Happy anniversary," he said, voice low. I smiled, eyes softening. He leaned in and kissed me, familiar, warm, like he wanted to memorize this moment. I kissed him back, letting it sink in. His hand rested lightly at the back of my neck, a touch that didn't ask anything. One breath, then another. "This how you want to start our weekend?" I murmured against his cheek. He pulled back just enough to meet my gaze. Calm, steady. "We've got time for more than just dinner." The words landed between playful and deliberate. Something stirred, curiosity more than anticipation. I glanced at the table. Candles flickered, food untouched, wine unopened. Everything carefully prepared, like he wanted the night to matter. I wasn't sure whether to stay in the moment or ask what he wasn't saying. He took my hand as we crossed the floor. His fingers wove through mine, easy, comfortable. The fire crackled behind us. Shadows danced on the walls. Still, something about the way he moved, unhurried, focused, held my attention. He paused, squeezing my hand gently. "There's something I want to ask you," he said softly. I turned to him. "What is it?" "Remember that talk we had?" he asked, brushing his thumb along my knuckle. "The one about opening up to new people, being receptive if the timing felt right." I nodded slowly. I remembered. Before I could say anything, a knock came at the door. Soft, unassuming. I looked at him. "We can ignore it," he said calmly. "Only if you're okay with that," I replied, hesitating, not from fear, but uncertainty. He opened the door gently. She stood there, wrapped in a dark coat, cheeks pink from the cold. Her eyes were alert, kind, unsure, real. Her smile was cautious, like she didn't know if she was early, late, or even supposed to be here. "Hi," she said softly. "I hope this isn't a bad time." I glanced at my husband. He didn't speak, just waited. "No," I said. "Come in." She stepped inside. The door closed quietly behind her. Warmth touched her as she unwound her scarf. No one spoke. I motioned to the armchair near the fire. She crossed the room with quiet grace, grounded, not polished. Her eyes moved between us, not searching, but noticing. She didn't seem like she had anything to prove. I sat opposite her. My husband took the seat beside me. He poured 3 glasses of wine. None of us rushed to fill the silence. In that moment, I realized this wasn't a surprise sprung on me. This was something he had made space for, deliberately, gently. And now that space belonged to me too, to step into, or not. The wine glass was cool in my hand, but I hadn't taken a sip. I wasn't in a hurry. The quiet made everything feel fuller than it looked. She sat across from me, legs tucked to the side, one hand on her glass, the other resting on the armrest. Composed, at ease in the space, without arrogance. We talked small things, the weather, her delayed train, the shop where she'd picked up her scarf. But beneath the words, something quieter moved. The way she listened, the way he watched, more than joined. I felt my husband's hand at my back, a gentle reminder that he was still here. "She has an energy," she said, glancing at him. "You didn't mention that," I said softly. Her tone wasn't playful, just observant. I smiled, not wanting to rush the moment. He stood and crossed to the fireplace, nudging a log into place. His pace unhurried, focus on the flames. But I knew he was still with us. She took a sip of wine, then set the glass down gently, her